Welcome to MADPD 2020. My name is Jennifer Hunter-Dillon, and I'm an ESL teacher for the Thames Valley District School Board in London, Ontario, and an instructor in the BEd program at Western University. I'm excited to be returning for my third year. It gives me an opportunity to reminisce about the mentors who brought me here and keep me coming back. Watch for their special mentions during the presentation. These are extraordinary times, and although I have heard people say that 2020 will be the year no learning happened, I actually think that there has been a lot of learning happening by teachers in particular. Educators have had to reflect on, evolve, and expand their repertoire of teaching and learning strategies to support students through distance learning. My first shout out is to Larry Ferlazzo. I am still loving his latest book, the ELL Teacher's Toolkit, but lately I've been interested in his videos and posts about distance learning and teaching. His 7 tips for remote teaching are all thoughtful and important. The issue of social emotional learning stood out for me. Now, more than ever, knowing your students and connecting with them individually is vital. Our English language learners and special needs students are particularly vulnerable. The Talk, Read, Talk, Write approach, outlined by Nancy Motley, is a great framework for considering how we might scaffold learning and empower and engage students in 21st century learning. It's not the teacher lecturing, but the students exploring content, talking, reading, and writing, and learning through inquiry. Larry talks about dividing larger classes into smaller groups so that students can engage in purposeful talk. This is possible in distance learning. He suggests at least once per week we have smaller groupings to allow students to connect. The research shows that supporting students' social and emotional well-being has a great positive impact on their academic achievement. To support our beginning readers and English language learners, the read portion of this approach can easily be replaced with audiobooks, shared reading texts, or videos. The writing component can be differentiated with WriteReader, a web-based application that allows students to write in English or their home language, use a phonetic keyboard, or with the iPad, use speech to text. Students can also record themselves reading their books and share them via a book link. Thanks to Tan's blog at Empowering ELLs for creating this visual that helps to conceptualize how the Talk, Read, Write strategy might look for English language learners at different steps of English proficiency. I have developed 2 lessons, one for grades 1 to 3 and the other for grades 4 and up. Both use the Talk, Read, Write approach and are designed for distance learning with links to audiobooks and online articles. Please note that there are shareable links to these lesson plans in my presentation below. The topic of the lessons is gratitude. Ironically, one of my New Year's resolutions was to write daily in a gratitude journal. As most resolutions go, I was semi-consistent with it, but now I am spot on and I do it daily. The research on having a grateful mindset is powerful, and I wanted to share that practice with students during these challenging times. Being thankful isn't just something we can do at Thanksgiving. We can do it daily, increase our sense of happiness, and engage in culturally responsive teaching. My lesson incorporates multicultural literature, and students can see how different cultures give thanks. Today is Mother's Day. How are we grateful to our moms? A book would be a wonderful gift. It is also Ramadan, and fasting is a way of being appreciative for daily food and water. The Aboriginal peoples have a daily morning prayer that gives thanks to Mother Earth. What are you grateful for? A shout out to my mentor, Carol Salva. I love your energy, your positivity, and your knowledge and compassion for English language learners. One strategy that will be key in the lesson for struggling writers and beginning English language learners is the use of paragraph or sentence frames. WriteReader has a new feature that allows teachers to create templates using sentence frames for student use. The write component of the lesson uses WriteReader. I cannot speak highly enough about this application and how it engages students to write. As I mentioned previously, there are so many wonderful features. It allows students to write in English or their home language. You can use a phonetic keyboard, or with the iPad, speech to text. Differentiation is easily possible. Students can also record themselves reading their books and share them, so the reading-writing connection is strong. The image bank is humongous and allows students to safely search for images within the safety of the WriteReader site. Students can also take and incorporate their own photos into the books they create. I've included a video link to show you how to get started with WriteReader. There is lots of support on the WriteReader website.